In this episode of the Chefs from Away, join us as we run a virtual cooking class for some of our local healthcare providers and doctors from the area. For this class, Chef Sean has created a meal kit with all of the ingredients necessary to create chicken and shrimp a la Mara Tuscan Penne Pasta. The meal kits were picked up by Healthy Pictou County Project Navigator Nicole LeBlanc and Carly. They were delivered to all of the participants. As you'll see by some of this footage, we had a lot of fun during this video.
How are you? Oh, that's okay. Oh, my volume's on. That's cool. Hi. Can you hear me? Oh, there we go. Hi.
I'm looking for the thing that makes everyone's pictures come up. But I guess I'm seeing everybody, so it's working.
Oh, at the top, yeah.
Okay, and where's my... There's my mute. Okay.
This is so cool, I love it.
Oh my gosh, he's like, looks like he's on a cooking
He's got his...
Oh, I love it.
You want this maybe?
Oh, that's better, yeah. Here.
No, over there, hon. Camera's over there.
Oh, there.
Interesting.
I might lose the volume on
Dr. Farrell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, is that okay? We'll listen to there.
That's better.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, hang on. Where did he just do that? Oh, here he is.
Hold on.
Okay. Where'd he go? There he is.
Watch
Cheers!
yourself.
What did he say? Cheers, Dr. Farrell! Yours is red wine, Jerry.
say hi to everyone too.
They're chatting.
Are they? Okay.
I'm gonna turn that. No, not yet.
I was talking to Jerry.
Okay, Dr. Farrell actually looks like he's on a cooking show and ready to film in his kitchen. Oh, look, Neil's not cool. What's it say? Dog chef. Love it.
Jerry, you're all set, ready to
Yeah.
go with the
Yeah, is that?
the vaccine, and it's incredible to me. We are at the end of a marathon, and yet non-stop we see dogs stepping up and saying, "How can I play a role?" And it just warms my heart to think at this stage, people are still. I mean, we're all tired, but people are still, looking to say, "What can I do?" And I feel really proud to be from Nova Scotia, and I feel really proud to work for Doctors Nova Scotia because as an organization, I will tell you, I would say they'd probably be offended by the term badgers, but they work like badgers to support the dogs. And I think what's kept everybody going is organizations like this and organizations like your community coming together, trying to have fun while following the rules and setting a good example. So thank you for letting us give you something to have in your glass, and I just want to raise a toast to you all for being the lovely dogs you are and so committed to communities.
Salute.
Thank you.
Cheers to that.
And I know you're going to have so much fun.
Very well said.
Do you want me to come over and kick things off and introduce you guys?
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, can you
And,
still needs to.
I just want to say thank you too, because we're obviously the only ones in the room that aren't in the health authority. And we can't thank everybody, no matter how you're connected to looking after the people in this province. We can't thank you enough for everything you've done. And we just want to say thank you for all your hard work and keep up the good work. I know it's hard, but we're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train anymore. So cheers.
Cheers.
Cool.
And here comes Nicole. She's going to say a few words.
Yeah. Cool. are we? Oh, up here?
That one, yeah.
It's really fancy in here, you guys. It looks cool. I know. I'm flipping around in the room. So just want to say hi and thanks to you guys for coming on tonight. Carly and I are here. We'll be on the chat. So as you're cooking, feel free to ask questions, or if you need to know, if you missed something, feel free to ask or pop in the chat. We're just waiting for Dr. Jeans and Dr. Strum to get on. So I might pass it over to our wonderful chefs. So we've got Chef Sean and Chef Andrea from Chefs From Away. We're on Washington Street here in New Glasgow. Sent out their bio and their links and everything. So they're going to tell you a little bit more about themselves and a few of the things that they do. And I think we're in for a really good night. So you guys enjoy. We'll be on the chat and we'll try to get some more people on and pass it off to our wonderful chefs.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
I'm gonna sign off now, but thank you guys, and thank you to Healthy Pictou. And I know you guys are gonna have well deserved loss this evening.
Thanks, Robin. Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks.
All right, so welcome everybody. I'm gonna set my wine down. Welcome everybody. I think tonight is date night for me. I'm not in my chef uniform, so we're gonna have a really nice dinner tonight, and I hope everybody at home is going to do the same thing. And we encourage you to interact with us, so we're gonna go slow, we're gonna have fun, we want you guys to do the same thing, and we're gonna get going. The first thing we're gonna do though is turn the stove on, because we gotta get that water boiling on the stove for your pasta. So I'm going to pass it off to Chef Sean, and feel free to interact and do what you need to do in the meanwhile, and we're going to listen and participate at the same time. So
You
Here we
let us
go.
know when the other two doctors come on?
One is in, and waiting for another one.
okay, so we just had another joiner. Welcome. Who just joined us?
Dr. Strum.
Thanks, Dr. Strum, for joining us. We're going to start, and let's go. Here we go.
Okay, folks. Just one thing. We're here to cook and have fun. Number one. Any mistakes or anything that you do that might not be exactly right will probably help to create a new recipe, I guess.
Masterpiece.
But anyway, we're going to go forward with this, and what I'd like you to do is for everybody to get their water going. Bring it up to a nice rolling boil. Put a little bit of olive oil in there if you've got it. That'll help, and a pinch of salt.
Okay.
Okay?
So I'm just going to show them. So what we've done, we've taken a big pot here. You want to have the largest pot you've got, so you've got a free rolling boil around your pasta. You don't want it sticking together and getting all glumpy and gooey and gluteny. So grab a big pot, throw it on the stove, a little salt, a little oil.
Okay, so once we get that going, what we're going to do is bring it to a rolling boil. Then what we're going to do is get our pasta, drop our pasta into the rolling boiled water. Let it toss around. Once it loosens up and starts to move around, then I want you to put a lid on it and turn it off. And just let it sit there. It's going to be about 8 minutes, and it'll come out al dente every time.
What are we going to do in the meanwhile?
Yeah, so in the meanwhile,
That
I
way.
need you to...
That way.
That way. Sorry,
way.
I'm looking at everything but the camera.
We're watching you guys. Yeah.
So what I'd like to do
That
now is to get a small frying pan and put a little bit of olive oil in there, or whatever kind of oil you've got. Olive oil is the best. And I'd put about 1/8 of an inch in the bottom of the pan, and take your whole garlic that you've got in your kit,
Here we go.
which is, I think you've got 3 or 4 pieces, whichever it is. Drop it into the oil, get it onto the stove until you see it starting to cook. It'll start to bubble a little bit, and it'll start browning off. Once it gets brown, lightly toasted, then I want you to take it off the heat and just let it sit in there.
Okay.
And then
So-
once that cools down, we're going to take the garlic out. Put it on your wooden board, your cutting board, and I want you to smash it. Take your knife, the heel of it, and just crunch it down and leave it. And we'll get back to that later.
Okay, so recapping.
So a
We got
recap.
water on the stove.
Right, you go ahead. I'll let
Okay.
you do that.
Okay, so we've got water on the stove. We want that to boil. Because the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your pasta in that once it's boiling. And then you've got your frying pan on the stove in the meanwhile with your garlic swirling around and some olive oil. So you can hear it's cooking away over there.
Is all 3 garlics?
But all 3 of them can go into the oil because you're going to use the garlic for something else. The only reason we're doing this is I want the oil so that you can get a paintbrush or a spoon and later take the oil that's infused with the garlic and brush it on, and then we're going to salt the bread with that. Okay.
So it's a multi-purpose garlic.
That's not it.
How's everybody doing?
Okay, our water's going to...
I muted people, so if they're gonna speak, you might have to say, make sure you keep yourself off mute.
Okay.
I muted them.
All right. So you guys, if you need to say anything, just let us know and we'll unmute you. But
They can unmute themselves.
They can do it themselves.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, they just may not know I did that.
clarify.
Pasta.
You're gonna unmute yourself.
Say that the water is boiling.
Say that again, Masha.
I said, like, do we put the pasta in when the water starts boiling?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I'm doing that right now.
Love this music.
Just give that a stir fry again.
Yeah.
Actually, that can come off. Okay, everybody, is your garlic starting to sizzle now and brown?
Up behind.
Yes, it is.
So if it is now, then turn off your heat and just pull it aside. And then show that there.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of checking their garlic right now.
Yeah.
Okay, just set that down right there. Is that hot?
Yeah.
Can you see this board, Andrea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just eat your names right there, so it's pretty.
Okay, so
I'll move the spices.
I pulled off the garlic off the stove, pulled it out of the hot oil, and it's sitting on the cutting board now, just the cloves of garlic. You can put your pan with your oil back on the stove, no heat.
So everyone should have their pasta in the water if it's
Yeah.
boiling right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You see pasta? Yeah. It is.
So now your pasta should all be boiled. It's coming up to a full rolling boil, is it?
I think we have a few behind.
Not mine, not yet. I don't want water boiling yet.
Okay, well that's fine.
Same here, Anna.
Take your time. Okay, well then we're going to jump back into the garlic.
How come you guys already?
What is he doing?
I think we need to recap.
Okay, where are we at now?
Okay.
I don't even know
All
now.
right. Okay, we're gonna do a recap. Okay, so first of all, just a repeat of everything we've done. We've all had a glass of wine,
Yep.
and then we put on a big pot of of water on the stove. A little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil. We've asked that pot to boil, and once it boils, we're gonna throw in the pasta. And then in the meanwhile, we have a very, very hot handled pan, and we got that pan full of olive oil, and we threw some garlic in there for all of you trying to catch up, and we're waiting for that to brown. So that's where we're at right now. Okay, how's everybody doing?
I can still see full bags of pasta, so I think that
We're on a bit of a slow roll on
I
the
think
boiling.
we're on a slow boil.
Okay.
All right.
Who, hands up, who's had their pasta in the water?
No hands.
Jillian. And David.
David?
How about hands up for anybody that's got their garlic cooked off?
Who's drank
Oh,
all
garlic
their
is good.
Garlic's good.
Garlic
Okay,
is
good.
good.
Who's drank all their wine already? Okay.
Okay, for those that have their garlic already cooked off, can you get rid of her?
Yeah.
And I'll change this.
Your garlic should be a nice toasty color, like a nice
Camera.
brownish color. What I want you to do is take the heel of your, get it all smashed down, give it one slice just to open it up with your knife. Just a couple of cuts on the top, and then that'll finish that right off.
Is everybody caught up?
How's that water doing with the pasta? Is it boiling yet?
Who's doing this? Yeah, this one's grilled. Oh.
I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. On your boiled water for your pasta, is it coming to a full boil yet?
They're just pouring this in.
Camera.
We're almost there.
Perfect.
Okay.
Those two.
Perfect.
Okay, you know what? I think while everybody's catching up, we're gonna do a draw. So tonight,
Go ahead.
is everybody okay if I talk for a minute? So tonight we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 3 draws.
Yep.
Our big draw is everybody is eligible, so everybody that's online tonight, your names are going to get entered into this draw.
You're gonna last.
Oh,
And
we're doing the draw.
we're gonna do that one last, but
Sure.
just so everybody knows, we're gonna get just letting you know what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do a little bit of trivia off the bio. I'm giving you a like hint. We're gonna do the bio sheet that was issued when Nicole sent the poster around. So the information that we're gonna be asking you is on there. Just a little bit of a hint. How's the water doing?
Pasta's in.
I see 2 kids now.
I know.
Sophie, it looks like you have a helper now.
Oh, this is a
Oh, pistachio.
Okay, just Adam, just drop that into the water. Is it boiling? Yeah,
There's
just
steam.
drop it in. Yeah. You got it.
So we're gonna make the water boil.
You're gonna make the water boil? Okay.
When we put it in and it stops boiling, so
Okay.
stove maintenance.
Yes.
Oh my. Okay. So did we go anywhere with that draw?
No, I was just letting them know,
Oh,
just to
okay.
fill some time
Oh,
while they're
okay.
waiting for their water to boil. And
So
you can't stare at your water while
That's
it's
right.
boiling either.
has everybody cut their garlic and smashed it? It's ready to go?
Yeah,
Yeah?
Masha's good.
Masha? And everybody else? Yes? Okay.
Ask Neil and Jody if they chopped their garlic.
Neil?
Neil and
Yeah.
Jody, yeah.
Neil.
Yeah.
Neil.
Neil.
Neil and Jody.
Neil and Jody, have you
Did you
chopped
chop
your
your
garlic?
Yeah, we heard him.
Okay.
Yeah?
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jillian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lana, you
Okay.
good? Yeah.
Yeah.
so do we cover the pot when we put the pasta in?
Yeah, cover it with a lid.
And then turn off the heat. That's what I said, right? then
And
turn
is
off
it
the
roll? Is it, you got.
Hang tight, folks, for another technical difficulty. A question though, the heat is off on the pasta, right?
Right.
Yes. On the pasta, what, heat is off? Elsa, we missed what you were saying and need you to ask your question again. The other side into small pieces. Short, small pieces, yes. Short, small pieces.
Liberally put it on top of your bread. Now once you get the one side done, put your bread together so that it looks like that. And then I want you to liberally do the same thing on the outside. Okay, the baguettes, you're going to cut them in half, like lengthwise. Then you're going to put your oil on both sides, close them, and then you got the oil on both sides on the outside. Now once that's done, I'm going to need you to get some salt and salt the outside. Not too much, but enough so that you get a bit of a bite. So I'm using about a pinch to do both sides. Okay? Now we're going to jump back over to your frying pan, and you've got spinach in a bag. So use your whole bag of spinach and put that into the frying pan now. Okay, you get them? So you're going to want to try to give that a bit of a stir, get it all incorporated really well. In the meantime, I'd like you to turn on your oven to around 275 and place your 2 garlic sticks into the oven, unwrapped, right on the grill.
Spinach you throw in whole.
Just throw it right in whole because it's going to break down and it'll be fine. All right.
And then
Even if you don't fog, it'll just go a little dark for you. It'll actually.
I think we can get it.
That's fine. We're good there.
Yeah.
Okay, now the rest of the butter that you have on hand, like I've got 1/2 of a cube left. If you've got 1 1/2, you've got smaller cubes. Take your butter, throw it into the frying pan, the last of it.
Missed the oven part.
Okay, the oven, set it at 275. And put your bread in there right on the rack. Don't wrap it in tin foil or anything. Just put it right in on the rack. Okay?
Does the butter go in with the spinach?
Yes. So what you should have is all your ingredients that you have now are in the frying pan. The last of your butter is going in after the spinach. And that should be sauteing right down now slowly. Okay, that's perfect there. The one I'm looking at. Adam?
Yeah.
That looks good. Awesome, awesome. You're hired. You're hired.
Oh, Pat. Nice. Oh yeah, that looks good. Good job.
Perfect.
Ask Sophie how Dad's doing.
Sophie, how's Dad doing?
So at this point in our virtual class, the webcam actually decided to
Dr.
stop
Farrell, show me that
broadcasting.
frying
We
pan.
haven't figured out why yet. Anyway, we had to improvise. We had
Where is he
our
here?
GoPro recording.
Awesome,
sometimes, so
awesome.
we had to
That looks good.
Continue on with the video. Sorry about the glitch, but we hope you keep enjoying it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let it now reduce down a little bit. Get everything all melded together. Then what I'd like you to do is take your cream, and I put my cream into a cup, well actually a wine glass, and I've used about a pint of cream. So I want you to add that to your frying pan. Okay? The cream that's in your kit, right? Add that in, put it into a glass, a full pint. Some of you guys have got half pints, full pints, I think, because I couldn't get all the same. But you want a pint in a glass. Add that to your frying pan. What's that?
Pardon, Pat?
How many mils of pint, Ellen?
Oh, how many milliliters?
The little one on your left.
How many milliliters?
The one on your left.
No, how many milliliters?
The whole thing.
The whole one of the small one, and a half of one of the large
Do
ones.
you want a cup?
Either way.
250.
Okay.
250. She's asking how many milliliters.
250. I'm sorry, 250. How come she said 250? Oh, she did say that. Okay. I'm not quite understanding what we're
Okay,
doing
yeah,
here.
250.
Okay.
473 mils? I put it all in?
Oh, no. So 250, Pat.
Okay.
Are you, how many meals are you making?
Oh, to David and I.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just half of that.
just 250 or roughly half of that.
Why are we pouring it in a cup first? Well, just to measure it.
Yeah, because some people had, so
Larger one.
your kit had a larger portion, and other people had smaller portions because that's all we could get at the store. So, or if you just want to just go for it, just, pour half of it in. We're trying to make it consistent. At least,
Butter and cream, I think I need to drink more wine. With my
Absolutely.
always, yeah, red wine, yeah.
So for four people that I'm making, was one of these enough? Like,
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, math is good.
what is that?
Yeah, that'll be fine. That whole one then. Yeah.
I'm going to pour it in the pan directly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, now your wine, your white wine that you have, the Wolf Glass, I need you to take 1 cup of the wine. Don't put it into the cream. Put it into your pasta. All your pasta should be drained off now. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's drained off.
Yeah, you drain the water off of it.
did you tell them that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I want you to put a cup of white wine into the pasta. And then give it a stir.
Well, maybe it's two cups, right?
There.
Where are we here? What lady am I talking to? This lady here? She's cooking for
Whatever
4
one's
people, I
highlighted.
think.
Put it
Yeah.
in for 4.
So if you,
Yeah.
You haven't looked at mine. It looks like a bit more juicy.
oh, that looks good.
That is good?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need to let it get more dry.
It'll thicken up.
It's going to thicken up as we go here.
Okay.
Now, who's cooking for 4?
Masa.
Masa. Okay, now, before you put the wine into the pasta, do you have children you're cooking for?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
No, because if you do, you gotta pour all of it in there.
yeah.
We're going to drain the pasta first and then put the wine in it, right?
Yes. Drain the pasta first.
Yes.
Adding a cup of cold wine to the water, it sure cools it off. That's the
Yeah.
desired effect.
Yeah, because what you're going to do is you're going to let it set. The wine's going to get into the pasta, and it's not going to curdle the cream. And you're going to get that wine taste still in there. Okay? So now I want you to turn up your mixture in your frying pan with all your bits and pieces in there. turn it up a little higher so it starts to bubble a bit. And then once that happens, I want you to take your Parmesan cheese, your container, and dump that into it. Okay, can you show that over there?
Yeah.
You guys want to come up for here for a minute?
Oh my goodness.
Try that. And that's without the wine in it.
Lana Yakshemaya.
Oh my gosh.
Okay?
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Good?
Really great.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Anybody need any help with anything?
Very slow. Very slow. Maybe we'll do a little check.
I like this lady. Yeah, just give it a good stir. And then get a little bit of olive oil and put on top of it and stir it again. It'll break up. Yep, that's going to go in at the very end once we get the dish all ready to go. It's called the Garnet on it. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do now is, however many people there are eating at your table, I need you to get a large serving spoon and 2, maybe 3 spoonfuls of the pasta, add per person into your saucepan. So if you got 4 people, you'd use all of your pasta. You know, if you've only got 2 people, you're probably going to get away with half the pasta. It depends how hungry you're going to be. Make sure your frying pan's large enough to handle all that. Okay.
So I still have a bunch of wine with my pasta. You said it was supposed to store or something?
No, you're just going to get the flavors
So
in there.
as you can see,
That's
we
fine.
had a
Don't worry
few
about it. If you get a little bit of wine
behind the scene
into
glitches
your
going on
mixture,
while
it'll
you
be
guys
fine because
were
it's heated up.
cooking, but we got through.
Worried that I'm leaving wine behind.
Well, you can pour your leftover into a glass, put it in the fridge, cool it down, and then you got another drink. All right, so
Okay, so my pasta is ready, and it's cleaning the pan is like boiling. Now,
turn it down.
Understand.
the last part.
Okay, so you're creaming the pan, just turn it down a little bit to medium. And then just let it simmer, stir it around with a spoon. Just let it cook down a little bit. It's going to thicken up a bit as it's cooking. Okay? We're going to add more stuff to it here in a second.
Chef Ann, tell them to check on their baguettes to make sure they're just a little crunchy.
So Chef Sean is asking for all of you to check in the oven and check on your baguettes and see how they're doing. They look great? Okay.
Okay, now,
One piece of baguette fell through the grill
Uh-oh.
and caught fire. Go fix that.
No! I didn't hear the fire department going by, so you must be okay.
that's funny. That's funny. Okay.
You didn't have to call them.
Oh, good. You know, it's Friday night. I'm sure they don't want to be bothered tonight.
Okay. Here. So now, take your remaining basil, toss it over the top, and stir in everything until it's totally incorporated. It should look like this. I don't know, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Parmesan cheese this and this it is now?
Yeah. Okay, Chef Ann, if you want to plate that up for these guys, they can start eating.
So we're going to start plating.
Yeah. What's that? Is there a chance I can see everybody's frying pan there one at a time? Where are we? It's all in there.
It is?
Yeah.
Right here.
No, that's ours. Amazing. Adam, that looks good. Suda looks good. Mr. Farrell, that looks good, Jerry. And Pat, looks good.
Wow, look at this food.
Lana, awesome. Is that Domingo?
Yeah, John and Elaine.
Oh, Elaine, that looks awesome. Very good. Daniel, good. Yeah, you just toss your pasta in, one spoonful at a time.
Yeah, Dr. Hoffman's doing good.
Look at him go.
Brad, that looks amazing. Andrew, I think he's stirring his all in right now.
Andrew, coming to deliver.
Let's have a look there. Awesome. Good.
Nice.
Now, if you want it a little more creamier, you can add a little bit more of your cream if you want. Those that have it. But it looks pretty awesome. It looks just like ours.
I'm impressed.
Okay, so what we're going to do here. Now, I'm just going to plate up 2 dishes right now to show you, and then we'll go from there. I would turn the heat off in your oven right now. My bread's nice and crunchy. I'm not sure. Check on it. Do you want to just take that over there?
Yeah, I think once we plate, why don't we do a group shot? So once everyone's ready, let me know. I'll come grab a group picture. Okay. I'm just gonna have a look.
That turned out amazing.
I'm gonna bring this over, so once they'll plate it, we'll get them all to show it, and I'll free grab it.
Just use what you feel you're comfortable with. I mean, some people like a lot of pasta, some like a little bit less. I've got 2 plates here. I've only used a half a bag on 2 of them. Can you see that?
Yeah. My goodness.
What's that? Oh yeah, they're all good. Okay, so once you get them all plated, like I've done here, I'd like to see them, please. Okay, do you guys want to just take a bite of this and try it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think she wants to do a screen grab of everybody else.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think before you jumped on, we are doing some contests after. So once everyone's plated, we're gonna, just before you dig in, we're gonna do a little screen grab of everyone showing their plate.
Oh my God.
Chef approved.
Wow.
This is the first pasta I learned to do actually when I was apprenticing. I just wanted, we're gonna hold up what we made, so whatever, even in your bowl's fine, when everyone's ready is whatever you'd like. We're all gonna brag. Yeah, it's bragging time. Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Farrell's got his up already.
Oh my goodness, this
You
looks
see?
so good!
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is Dr. Farrell, this is Dr. Hoffman,
like
Pat
bread.
Hey, you guys are hired.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy smokes. Okay. We've got a few more people. We got Elaine and Lana are just grabbing theirs, so hang tight.
Oh, Dr.
Oh,
Hoffman's
nice.
there.
Gotcha.
Beautiful.
Good job, everybody.
Please all don't quit and become chefs, because I'll get
Yeah.
fired.
Oh,
Don't
nice plateware.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
Very nice presentation.
That looks
Oh,
amazing.
Great job, Jody.
Amazing.
Oh, wow. Oh, I like your plate, Jody.
Very good. Job well done.
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Awesome.
Brad, this looks good. Jillian's working away.
Chef's having a drink. There's too
Oh,
many.
yeah, Hayward looks great. Dr. Carol, not kidding. You look like you're out of a cooking magazine, and it's really wonderful. Jillian's all set.
I wouldn't say great. He works less than himself. Let's not get away from ourselves here. We gotta be honest.
I'm fairly positive. Honestly, yours looks good.
Hey, let's scoop by in.
That looks amazing. Very good.
That's good. Wow.
Okay.
Dr. Jean, do you have the setup too with your cutting boards there? It looks professional. Dr. Craig, yours looks delicious. And your plates are very you as well, like those out of peg jet.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay, we'll stop making you guys hold your plates up now. I took a couple screenshots, so I'll let it back over to you.
All right. Now that you got everything ready to go, get a glass of wine. I want to say cheers. And dig in, and then we're going to let you get into it a little bit, and then we're going to come right back, and we're going to do the next draw.
First draw.
First draw.
First draw.
Anyway, what we'd like to do is here, when you come back online with us, I want to know how you made out with it, what you thought of it, and if you need the recipe sent to you, we can do that. You're just going to have to send me your email.
I can send it out after,
Can you?
and I'll resend out your website
Beautiful.
and stuff. Okay, perfect.
So Nicole will look after that.
Cheers, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Bon appetit.
Thank you very much.
You guys need some more wine, or you're alright?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. Good?
Mm-hmm.
I can't hurt. I didn't peek in the, I didn't know what the ingredients were. Like, we just delivered them and went, right? No, and then when you're like, and now you're sun-dried tomatoes. And I was like, oh man. I didn't know it.
It was really fun. Thank you so much.
Tell them not to log off.
Just don't log off, anybody.
We got a few things.
We still got a few things to go yet. Okay?
We want to watch the beat. Amazing.
Okay. I'm gonna cook my bread like that. Oh, I got this shining on there.
It's nice like that, eh? With a little
Oh,
bit of
wow.
salt and yeah. Probably not the best for you, but
I think we got the best deal here.
Yeah, we did. We lucked out on this one.
Oh, good.
okay, Miss Ann. And let's start on yours.
Good night, John boy.
We're enjoying a lovely meal by candlelight. It was great. Oh, very romantic.
Well, it turned out okay, even though we had lots of glitches.
They all appreciate it.
Yeah.
They know everything about the
They know how to
technology
roll
and
with
struggle
punches.
with it because we do it every day.
Yeah.